All right. So, back for a second video of the day. As I mentioned in the previous video, I was going to talk a little bit about the app that I use on my iPhone. Um, that app is called Talking Tuner. It's really important when people are first starting to play the guitar who cannot see that they do memorize what each of the strings are. Um, and one of those ways to remember it from the top of the guitar towards the bottom out of all 6 strings is every awesome dude gets big earnings. So every awesome dude gets big earnings. All right. So once you have an understanding on each of those letters, every E, awesome, A, dude, D, G is gets, B is big, and E is earnings. Once you have that understanding, that's what you're going to need to be able to use the app. Now, to be able to use the app, we go to Talking Tuner. We can click on that, and it asks you, please play a note. Now, you might have to turn your volume all the way up on your phone to be able to hear.
Note C is 22 cents sharp.
Like that. Okay, so I'm going to play a chord. I haven't tuned this at all, so it may be a little out of tune. We're going to find out. So I'm going to start with that, the thickest chord, which is that first E I talked about. And I'm not going to put anything with my left hand. I'm just going to leave that alone. And I'm just going to hit the chord, and we're going to see what it says.
Note C sharp is 28 cents flat. Note D sharp is 44 cents sharp.
It said note D is 44%
Note F is 22 cents flat.
sharp. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it a little bit here to see if we can.
Note E is 6 cents sharp.
It says E is 6 cents sharp. So I'm really close here. I'm going to pull it back a little bit to see if I can get closer to the flat side.
Note E is 6 cents sharp.
Yeah, didn't do much there, did it? Okay.
Note E is 6 cents flat.
Now we're right in the, got to get right in the middle here somewhere.
Note E is in tune.
Note E is in tune. Now what I'm doing is on.
Note F is 17 cents flat.
I'm going to turn that down for just a minute here.
Please say note. This is the last frequency of note measurement.
What I'm doing here is taking these knobs that are on the very top of what I called the head on the last video of the guitar. These knobs, if you turn them left or right, that either tightens or loosens the strings. And as you do that, that's how you're able to tune the guitar. Now, I have broken so many strings over the years, but I have learned, and maybe I'll do a video on that sometime, about how to restring a guitar. But once you kind of get an understanding on what it's going to sound like, your ears will kind of get used to what to kind of expect. And there are techniques and ways where you don't even need to use an app to be able to tune. I haven't really progressed into that level yet of using my ear sensitivity to be able to pick up on that. But as far as being able to continue to tune, that's what I would do. Is I'd go do the same thing. I'll turn my phone back up and I'll do one more tuning for you.
Enable automatic speech. Switch button. Speak the closest note name in English. Button. Press to speak the last note and frequency measurement, if any. Sensor units of 100th of a 7 ohm. Note A is 39 cents flat.
Now, it said note A is 39% flat.
Sharp is 11 cents sharp.
It's just going to keep saying different things, and I'm not exactly sure why it's doing that. So I'm going to loosen that up. So in my case, and it just depends on how you've got your guitar strings strung, but I'm going to turn mine to the right a little bit.
Note G sharp is 33 cents sharp.
Nope, I went too far, evidently.
Note G sharp is 50 cents sharp.
I don't know why we're in G's here. Let's see if I can get back up here a little bit.
Note A is 33 cents flat.
33% flat.
Note A is 33 cents flat. Note A is 17 cents flat.
17. We're getting closer. You can hear the sound kind of go up a little bit higher.
Note A is 6 cents flat.
6, really close.
Note A is
Note A is in tune. Now again, I would just kind of go along with each of these as I'd go along. The next one would be D.
Note C sharp is 44 cents sharp.
Boy, this thing's really out of tune. With all that being said, like I said, I'm not going to tune the whole guitar during this video, but I just wanted you to kind of get a sense on what that process is like. Initially, it is kind of difficult to turn it down, know what to kind of expect, but at the end of the day, once you do get it tuned, and I'll get this tuned the rest of the way after this video, but then your sound quality is going to be so much better. So it's really important for you to have it tuned so you know what things are supposed to sound like versus having it not tuned and playing and then not really understanding what that sound is. All right. And my wife corrected me in the last video. It goes like this. Peace.